Welcome back. It's time to hear from both sides on the top political issues in a segment we like to call Two Sides.
All right, from the right, we welcome our good friend, Republican strategist Terry Casey. Hi, Terry.
Good to be here.
And from the left, we welcome back Democratic strategist Dale Butland. Hi, Dale.
Hi, Jim.
So the rules for this segment are simple. We'll put 15 seconds on the clock, put a topic on the table, and we let you each comment on it. And when you hear the ding, thank you, your time is up.
All right, Terry, let's start with you. Question one, who has the advantage headed into the Ohio senatorial debate? Sherrod Brown or Josh Mandel?
Mandel's got the advantage. He's the guy coming from behind with the lower name ID. He's now going to be able to talk about Sherrod's record, including quadrupling the debt. He's been in Congress 20 years. It's gone from $4 trillion up to $16 trillion. Sherrod Brown doesn't have a good record to run on. That's why he's been so nasty attacking.
Yes, the debt is all Sherrod Brown's fault. You know, without the $20 million of special interests have spent trashing Senator Brown in this campaign, Josh Mandel's candidacy would be a joke. That's why he won't get the endorsement of any major newspaper in the state except the Dispatch. Terry, if Josh Mandel's not an empty suit, he'll do until one comes along.
All right, let's move to the next one. Will the presidential race, Dale, influence the outcome of Ohio's U.S. Senate race?
To some degree, but remember, Ohioans are pretty practiced ticket splitters. In 1980, Reagan won the state in a landslide. John Glenn won in a landslide. 1988, Mike Dukakis went down big. Howard Metzenbaum won in a landslide. Ohioans can split their tickets.
All right, Terry.
Clearly, the problem that Sherrod Brown has got, he's been in Congress too long, and as Mitt Romney keeps rising in the polls, that's going to help Josh Mandel. So definitely all the problems of Obama, Obamacare, everything else, that's something Josh Mandel can run on, and he will.
Terry, let me ask you, Mitt Romney again
sometimes forgets this is about what the Supreme Court's going to decide, and in some ways they've already decided. But the real thing, the abortion issue is not the big issue. It's about the jobs, the 23 million people underemployed, unemployed in America.
When Mitt Romney ran for the Senate in Massachusetts, and again when he ran for governor, he swore that he was pro-choice. Now that he's running for president, he swears he's anti-choice. Mitt Romney's not pro-choice, he's not anti-choice. Mitt Romney is multiple choice.
All right, Dale. Dale, let's move to another one. Obama ad that mocks Romney over his Big Bird and funding to PBS. Effective or a mistake?
Mitt Romney says that he's going to balance the budget and cut programs, but what's he going to cut? He won't cut Social Security, not Medicare, not defense. Oh, I know, Big Bird and PBS, 1/100th of 1% of the federal budget. Your guy's a real profile and courage, Terry.
Well, I love Sesame Street, but the reality is Sesame Street has assets of $289 million. Big Bird's doing very well without the federal subsidies. The problem that Obama won't deal with is the deficit. He's done more in the deficit per year than any president ever in history. We can't afford more.
Terry, let's settle this right now. What will happen? Will Ohio have weekend before the election voting or not?
We've already got weekend before in terms of all of the mail-in. I think there'll be some kind of form. The big thing John Husted wants is more consistency, so we don't have one set of rules in one county and a different county, different rules. So we need consistency, and hopefully the Supreme Court will look at it and realize it.
John Husted's job is to make voting easier, not harder. So why is he trying to end weekend voting for 100,000 Ohioans on the final weekend? Because a lot of them are black, and they're not going to support Mr. Husted's party. 2 federal courts have slapped him down, but he's still trying. It's shameful.
All right, let's move to the next topic. The next presidential debate is critical. If President Obama has another lackluster performance, could it cost him the election, Dale?
President Obama's going to be a very different candidate the next time around. But the question is, which Mitt Romney is going to show up? Will it be the severely conservative Mitt Romney of the primaries or moderate Mitt we saw last week? Maybe moderate Mitt should debate conservative Mitt, and President Obama can debate the winner.
Well, I think Obama's going to show up and he's going to be a lot nastier, and it could actually backfire on him because, sure, his commercials have been nasty and negative, but he's tried to be the nice guy. Now as he tries to show that he's awake and he's got some macho and actually wants to be president, it could backfire if he's too nasty, too negative.
Terry, crowds are growing at the rallies we've been talking about on the show today. What's that tell us about the status of both campaigns?
Well, both campaigns are energizing their bases. But in some ways, one of the questions, and Tracy and I chatted about it before, in 2010, Obama drew on the OSU campus 35,000. That was more about John Legend. Will.i.am wasn't quite as big a star, and he only got maybe 15,000. But I think it should be about the issues.
John Legend, Will.i.am, all these folks are helping President Obama draw huge crowds because they're rock stars and they're popular. Not to be outdone, Mitt Romney is going to unveil his own rock star next week at Ohio State. But Terry, how many people are going to show up to hear Pat Boone?
Wow.
On that note.
We thank you for being with us. This was fun.
Dig it, Pat Boone there at the end of the show. You can join into the conversation. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and you can certainly get updates for the campaign trail throughout the week on our website, 10tv.com/Capital Square.
We certainly wish you a great week, and thank you for joining us. Take care.
If it's Ohio politics, it's Capital Square. See ya.